Okay. Again, thanks to the FAA for letting us use this fine facility and look forward to sharing this opportunity with them. If y'all didn't know, the acting director will be here. I believe he's going to be here on Thursday and Friday. Is that correct, Kieran? Yes. That's exactly right. All right, we're going to do some updates here. All right, we've already had this. We know what the priority is. It's safety. Paramount, number one, all the time. And we're going to do that with professional performance, which produces that safe environment. And the key here is, if we do it right the first time, we don't have to worry about it because it won't go wrong. The minute we get off track and we start, and I hate to use this, but get cowboy up and turn it into a rodeo, somebody's going to get hurt. We don't want that. We're professionals, we're aviators, we're aviation enthusiasts. We love the profession, we love what it brings to the planet, and our goal is to make this the safest, most enjoyable experience for all of our guests we can possibly make. So we want to get that for our guests, exhibitors, all the sponsors, performers, speakers. This is theirs. They come here for a reason. It's because we put on a fabulous event and they can share all those new experiences with people of all ages, just like it says. Preserve and enhance the future of aviation through world-class events, inspiring and educating people of all ages. That's our goal. This does it. So we, you and I, make that happen. How do we do it? With our staff, our volunteer staff, all of us here together collectively. And I'm trying to break this paradigm down that says you got the staff over here and you got the volunteers over here. No, it's volunteer staff. We're all in this together because we're either going to win this thing as a team or we're going to go south with it together. And I hope it's the former, not the latter. How do we make it happen? We're changing it up. This year, we're going to put a priority on the way we handle all the guests. Southern hospitality, pride and professionalism. We've all got the buttons. It's on our golf carts. I will ask each and every one of you to have in your hands at all times, if you're working and on duty or even off, you have the info guide and a map. And you see somebody that either looks like they're lost, looking for help, please help them. They may not be willing to ask a question, but it's our job to help them solve their problem before it becomes a problem. And it'll get people to forums that they may not know were going on or how to get to them. It may get them to an exhibit that they didn't know how to find, or just means helping them get out to their car after a tough day walking around the campus out here. Our goal is to make that better for them. And along that walking business, you'll probably find that Nancy and I, my wife, will be out here throughout the week. More often than not, you're going to find us on our 2 feet walking. Do I have a golf cart? Sure I do. Is it important to use that? On occasion it will be, to get to one place or another. But I'm going to adhere to the same rules that I'm going to ask all of y'all to adhere to, and that is minimum traffic in the core area. It's a walking paradise for people trying to enjoy a wonderful experience where they're either looking at a product or they're looking up at a great show in the air. Our job is to not run them over by accident. I know we did not mean to do it, but it happens, or not to make them feel intimidated because there's so much zipping around. Please use the golf cart paths. And for the golf cart paths, those really are for golf carts. Golf cart path, golf cart. If you're riding on a bicycle, there are paths that you can use or roads that you can use. Don't be zipping along on those because I promise you somebody is going to have an incident. It wouldn't be good for anyone. Same as the scooters. Scooters are allowed out here. Please use and ask all of those that work for you that help you in your endeavors to use the roads. I've allowed the Donna, is Donna France out there? Donna, where are you at? There she is, Donna. Donna, thank you very much. Her team is located out there in the hinterlands. And I said, please let the people that work for you from the campground to your location ride the bicycles. But ride them in the morning, ride them in the evening, try to reduce that traffic, but take the road, go down the main thoroughfare, and reduce the traffic in the inner sanctum here, if you will. So it really will look like a walking paradise. So that's my plea. I'm hoping that you all help me with that. And if you see somebody walking, or rather riding a cart or a bike, ask them if it's really necessary. They'll get the hint. It's a cultural change. It'll change the atmosphere, and we'll get there. Cars are not going to be driving around in the core area, okay? There are roads for those outside of it. They're just not going to be there. So please help me with that as well. I know there are a lot of y'all need to be in cars to get in here. Please do it in the morning. get to your location, park your car, use the golf cart, use your bike, walk. All those are good things, but no cars in the core area when we're trying to make this happen. Smoking shan't happen, only in designated areas. I appreciate y'all helping us with that. Our guests are going to be surprised. They're not going to necessarily know that that's going to be the case. So please help educate them when they light up over by an airplane, which there should be no smoking whatsoever over on our flight line side, the flight side. Most assuredly in our campus here, ask them to go to a smoking designated area. Just take a couple of years and we'll probably end up being no smoking except in the campgrounds where that's where you're living. That's fine. That's your choice. But for the rest of the population, we'd like to make it a fun place for them. Now, if I can get this to move forward here, I'm trying. I'm really trying, honest. I swear, folks. Oh, I covered most of those. Okay, this is good stuff. The T-shirts, also we have vests. I think we have the vests printed up now. Are we ready to go with those? For people to want to, if they don't have a Sun and Fun shirt, we're handing out free shirts this year. Your chairman all should have put in a list. The shirts are available now. This Monday. Get those shirts. Wear them as often as you can. We'd appreciate that. Or at least wear a nice, clean Sun and Fun designated shirt from one of your years past. Not the one you pulled out of the rag bag, but a nice one. And then if you want to wear a vest, you're more than welcome. We have those on loan, and they have Sun and Fun on those as well. We'd appreciate just allowing the public to know who you are, because you do represent us. Each and every one of you are the ambassadors for Sun and Fun. The main gate, if you haven't been out there today, please take a walk out there. It looks totally different. I would like to think that we've got it looking really sharp and a professional image for all of our new guests to walk in. Because if you, just out of curiosity, speaking of our new guests, how many of y'all have seen the advertisements on TV or heard them on the radio? Yeah, what do you think, huh? We are so thrilled with that. What's thrilled you lately? And the idea is to get all those wonderful men and women and kids that are over in the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area that have nothing to do on the weekend to come to our event. So we're trying to make it if they see that commercial, which is first class, when they walk into Sun and Fun, it's first class. The traffic pattern, that's going to be first class. We're now focusing on having all the traffic coming from the east and the north, and possibly from the southeast, to funnel down Pipkin Road. We've got signs, neon signs, static signs, driving everybody around to come down Pipkin Road so they can head westbound and make right-hand turns into our parking lots. People coming down I-4 or coming from the Tampa-St. Pete area, coming in on County Line, turning left onto Pipkin, another left on Medulla, and then right into the parking area. We're trying to get as many right-hand turns with no crossing traffic, if at all, minimal at worst case. Same thing is going to happen for our campers. It's going to be a little bit more challenging for them this year because they're going to take a right-hand turn off Medulla and turn south into 42 acres. We've built parking areas for all of the RVs and campers to stack up there while we're trying to get their camping credentials done. And then they'll turn out of there, left on Medulla, and then turn a right-hand turn into Rocky Road. So the point where Medulla and Rocky Road hit, we'll have right-hand turn coming in and right-hand turn going into the campground, and people will be able to walk back and forth there without cars going either way. The only exception to that are going to be the school buses or tours for kids coming in, and they got to get into Rocky Road because we don't want the kids crossing the road. We want to pull them in there, get them up to the Tom Davis Center, and then let them have a great experience, and the buses pick them up and take them out. But other than that, it's going to be right-hand turns going into that center area of 42 acres to get them credentialed and get them on their way. Vendors and exhibitors will do the same thing. They'll come right in there to the right, go just past all the park campers as they're getting their credentials, and they'll turn into their area inside of 42 acres, park their vehicle, and then walk across, and they can either pick up their golf cart there or continue on. But the goal is focus on the majority of the people trying to get in here and make it as simple and as expeditious as is humanly possible. I know it's not going to be perfect, but we're working on that and getting as close as we can with this one. I would ask those of you that are working the parking lot after this event, I'm sure we'll have a debrief, obviously, if we always do, but I would expect to tell me if there's problems that we're foreseeing out there, and we'll correct them. But this looks like the best possible way to get the most people in the fastest possible fashion. 2 handicap parking spots. Hopefully this will work out great. And we're going to have 1 in the Lindbergh lot, and 1 is going to be right where it always was. We also have preferred parking up there for $20, and I promise you that that will fill up instantaneously because people don't mind paying a few extra bucks to park right up front. And it's not so much about parking up front, getting in, it's that getting out, and they know that. So they're going to want to park up there and get access to get right out. We also have preferred seating this year up by the Nikon media tower forward up to the fence line with bleachers and seats. We have already had numerous calls wanting to know if they can purchase those prior. Said, no, it's first come, first serve. But it just shows you the public wants that, and we're going to give it to them. Just as a sideline to that, our 927 club and the VIP club, the sales are off the scale. We are double what we were last year at the end of the event, already today. And Friday sold out in the VIP area. That's how important people want to pay that extra to get that little plus up. And what it does is it's turning us into that classy opportunity for those that want to pay for it to get a little special treatment. And it makes it easier then for everybody else to move around because people want to go to one place, go there and stay, and then it opens up for everyone else. So it's all goodness. And I'm really thrilled to see this coming together. Every day's got a purpose. How'd that get ahead of me? There we go. Tuesday, Roscoe Morton, please don't forget that. These will all be up on the banner, up on the side of the Nikon photo tower. So every day you'll see this up there. Roscoe, one of our great narrators for so many years here, will be recognized on Tuesday. Wednesday will be the Florida Air Museum. Don't forget the ribbon cutting for the Piedmont hangar, which is a great thing. Then we've got Thursday as Adair Henderson, Billy's lovely wife, who gave so much of her life out here. Stallion 51, which has been a premier participant at Sun and Fun and given rides for so many years to our gala. That's their 25th anniversary, so they get recognized on Friday. The 100th anniversary, which will be recognized to all throughout the week by our narrating staff, but Saturday is their day. It will be a parade of aircraft that have mostly marine heritage aligned with them. Sunday, most importantly, Bill and Susie Eichhoff will lead the parade as well as close it out with the tail dragger party in recognition of the hospitality room being renamed in their honor as their conference room, the Bill and Susie Eichhoff conference room in the pavilion. So those are all good things. Recognize those fine people that made it possible for us to do what we do right now. When you see the Boys and Girls Club walking around on the campus during the event, thank them. They helped start this when they served food out here for so many years. We outgrew them. Not their fault, just got bigger than they did. The guests needed better food and more of it. Katie will talk about it here in a minute. But we've offered them the opportunity to make enough money to pay for a lot of their bills for a year to come, more than they ever made before, because they will be given all of our souvenir books, our souvenir program book. We have pulled out of there enough to hand every fly-in pilot one. We have enough for all the volunteers that ask for them to have one, which you may ask for. If you want to buy one, when you buy it from the Boys and Girls Club, every dollar of those $5 goes to them. We're not taking any profit from that. This is our give back to the community to tell them thanks for letting us put it on. And as we like to say, we're not teaching them how to eat a fish sandwich, but how to go fishing so they can learn to make money and support the Boys and Girls Club right here with us as a partner. So don't hesitate to buy them. Thank you. It's where it begins, and as you know, never ends, because we've got a lot of things coming in the future.